I want y'all to hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. I want to give a shout out to the whole entire both Lions Den basketball and boxing community. We're going to be talking a little bit of both today, and I want to give a salute to all of my subscribers, both new and as well as my day ones as well. Okay. Now, the reason why I do want to discuss this right now, and if if you don't know, the first thing that I'm gonna be talking about is boxing, and as it pertains to Terrence Buzz Crawford. Okay. Before I get this video started, too, I also want to send a salute and shout out to a couple of brothers that have already been on this. First, want to give a shout out to the General 78 Sports. Definitely go sub to his platform. Hey, Brown Sugar, sweetie, I see you in here. Um, Hope you're doing okay. All right. Um, I want to give a shout out to, like I said, 78. He is the head honcho of the LDBC. Definitely go sub to 78's channel. Also want to give a shout out to the brother uh, Blue Blood Boxing. Definitely go sub to the brother Blue Blood as well. And also want to give a shout out to the brother Town Biz as well. Okay, definitely go sub to Town Biz. And the reason why I give them a shout out is because they were the ones that were first talking about this. Um, Listen, what's up with it, Ron? I see you in here, bro. Many people in their eyes think that Terrence Crawford moving up to 160 is a duck move, and it's not. Okay, it absolutely is not. Terrence Crawford is not ducking any smoke. Okay, he's not ducking any smoke. He's not running from Errol Spence, despite whatever narratives that they want to put out there. Terrence Crawford is not getting any younger. Okay, Errol Spence isn't either, but Terrence Crawford for sure isn't getting any younger. All right, and he has some goals that he's trying to reach right now before he retires from the sport, and you can't be mad at that. And it was the same thing that I was talking about yesterday in terms of all of this confusion as it pertains to the business side of boxing. Okay, listen, I understand that Errol Spence, which I'm a fan of him. I'm actually a fan more so of Errol Spence than I am Terrence Crawford. But I do respect Terrence Crawford because he is the best pound for pound fighter uh, at this point in time. Okay, what we have to take into account is that Terrence Crawford has been waiting. Okay, he's been waiting for Errol Spence to get the rematch and everything. And this was supposed to, let's just be honest, this was supposed to take place. We were supposed to know something at least by, December. Okay. Um, and the thing about it when it comes to Terrence Crawford is that, of course, he's moving up to fight uh, son of the legend, Chris Eubanks Sr., and Chris Eubanks Jr., okay, at 160. Now, many people feel like, Terrence Crawford does have a shot. I definitely think he has a shot. And we also know the ultimate goal is in pursuit of Canelo Alvarez, okay? Um, I like Terrence Crawford's ambition to do that, and I'm a Canelo fan, but at the same token, listen, this is why boxing is going the route that it's going. Okay, here you have a young, hungry, well, not extremely young, but you have a guy who's still in pretty good shape in Terrence Crawford, who is trying his best to get the good fights, before he goes ahead and rides out in the sunset. Okay, all right. But then you also on the split end, you have a Canelo Alvarez who, let's just call it what it is. He's trying to. The perception on Canelo is that he's trying to duck the uh, the smoke. Okay. Now, true enough, he did give opportunities to Charlo. He did dare to be great by going up to 170 to fight Bivol. But at the same token, people, all that goes out of the window when you're not fighting the guy in Benavidez, who everybody wants to see you fight, and then also in this situation right here, if you try to get away from fighting Terrence Crawford, then people are definitely going to know, they're going to be on to what you're trying to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And listen, like I said, I'm a Canelo fan, but I'm also objective. And my whole thing with Canelo is either get your ass in the ring and fight, or just go ahead and call it a career. Okay. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and take a risk and go out on a limb and choose T Bud to win this fight. I think T Bud does have the tenacity. People like to sit up here and say that, oh, Errol wasn't himself, and he was weight drained, and all this other stuff, all this other nonsense. No, he beat him fair and square, and this is coming from an Errol Spence fan. Okay, I don't want to hear none of this about him taking no gummies before the fight, or him being high, and he was dazed and all this other stuff. No, you knew when the fight was. Okay, so we don't want to hear any excuses trying to discount the greatness of Terrence Crawford. You have to give him that respect. He went in there and he straight up just demolished Errol Spence. Okay, so it is what it is. And I don't blame Terrence Crawford. He's not going to sit around and he's not going to wait, because then he's going to recover, with his eye and all this other stuff. Then there's going to be another excuse, okay? And Terrence Crawford, he seems to be about his business, okay? So I'm happy that he's moving up and everything, and in pursuit of Canelo. All right. Uh, I'm gonna switch up. Talking about the NBA. You said that wasn't Errol. That was Errol. That was Errol. Everybody keeps saying that it wasn't Errol, but he stepped in the ring. Okay, he stepped in the ring and he fought. Uh, what did he say? He said that he gonna be smoking on that bud pack. Looked like he got smoked that night. You said scared to reach him. No, he's not. He fought him fair and square. Okay, he fought him fair and square and he beat him. And like I said, man, I want people to know I'm an Errol Spence fan. But you got to call it what it is. We got to call it spade a spade. He went in there and he got his ass whooped. I mean, it is what it is. You have to give him that respect. I'm not going to sit here and get so biased to the point where, okay, yeah, he was that wasn't Bud and all this other stuff. No, absolutely not. He was countering he had an answer for everything that Earl Spence tried to do in that fight. It just was not working, and every solution to every problem that Terrence Crawford posed to Earl Spence, he couldn't solve. Okay, like Sugar knows the fight game. Okay, she knows the fight game. She knows about boxing. She knows about martial arts. She knows about everything, right? Listen, if a guy is not only answering everything you have with counters, but he's also deflecting everything that you have from a defensive perspective. And you're doing everything in your power possible to either put that guy to sleep or to hurt that guy and everything, and nothing is working. Then what that tells me is that you've done everything that you can to try to put that guy to sleep or try to use all your power and all your might. Listen, he was overwhelmed. Okay, he was outclassed, and more importantly, he was out strategized, and he was out. His tactics weren't working in comparison to T Bud. Okay, so we have to call it what it is. And T Bud, nothing was working for Errol Spence. Okay, so that's why he had a chance to go back to the drawing board to get a rematch and all this other stuff. Me myself personally, I don't feel like Errol Spence with his eye situation. Okay, I want to make this very clear. If he didn't have the eye situation going on, then yeah, get back in the ring and stuff like that. But me myself personally, I'm looking at it from. I always look at it from a futuristic standpoint, right? I want this guy to be better. I want this guy to be able to live a good quality of life. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about his eyes. People are already criticizing Earl Spence as far as him talking like he's punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the point is, man, is that Terrence Crawford went in there and he pretty much dominated the fight. Okay, and there are some people, Ron and Sugar, that don't want to see another rematch again. Okay, because they know that it's going to be the same result. All right. Uh, the next thing, man, I want to talk about is, the Nuggets truly showing why they are the champions. And I know Sugar probably gonna want to kill me for this, but I gotta talk about it. All right. The Nuggets came in and they pretty much they whooped the Celtics last night. All right, and it wasn't it wasn't like the Nuggets like just obliterated them, but they pretty much they beat them, Sugar. Okay, and this is the reason why. This is the knock on the Celtics. Okay, they cannot. They cannot and they will not be able to contend with the championship team like a Denver. Okay, hold on 1 minute, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Um, like I was saying, and it will be the same result, Ron. Okay, it'll be the same result. I don't think he has the he. I don't think he has enough to match Terrence Bud. Because the thing about with Terrence Bud is that he feeds off of getting hit, and that's what I noticed when you would think that when somebody would hit him, he would actually hurt him. Nah, he actually helped him. Uh, but last night, getting back to the Nuggets, the Nuggets show why they are the champions. That's why I've told everybody, and until anybody can convincingly beat the Nuggets all the time, then I'm not putting anybody above the Nuggets. And I actually see the Nuggets actually repeating. Okay, It doesn't take anything away from the Celtics. Many people don't take the Celtics seriously because they feel like they're going to go ahead and they're going to do the same thing over and over, and they feel like they're heavily reliant upon the um, the 3 point line. Okay. Um, Now, also, I wanted to talk about Ant-Man too. Listen, I'm gonna keep this brief and short. Y'all know how I feel about Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. He's gearing up for the playoffs. That defense, I know it was just one defensive play, it was a chase down block and everything like that. But like I said, I've said it before. If you go listen to my previous videos about Anthony Edwards, I don't think he gets enough credit for the defense that he does play. And that's why I was telling everybody on the stream with the brother Herm that they're defensive ranking for a reason. Okay, so um, listen, that's my feelings on it. All right, so Anthony Edwards will be ready for the playoffs regardless if Cat is not there. I know people is the same way that they talk about Minnesota. They said that it's going to be the same thing every year, but I feel like there is growth in Anthony Edwards. There has been growth in Anthony Edwards from year to year and everything. So uh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Ant won't even make the play.